Are you stuck in your dating or relationship today at a standstill in what to say or do next? Are you in a relationship with a ghost, someone you're longing for, someone who's just not into you, someone who's even maybe passed on? We can all be stuck in those cycles. And also we could be bonded to somebody that's not in our life and then just not feeling up for going out or meeting anybody. And that apathy can come from our bonding to the other person. Nature is really potent and wants us paired off, and therefore no one else will look good, no one else will smell good while we're bonded to the person that owns our chemistry. So a good thing to do is get out and haul your chemistry around in hopes that someone steals it from this other person. So what if I told you that your needs aren't a burden and they're your superpower, and that knowing them and negotiating for them is a game changer for your love life? Today is a special day. We're having a question session, and stay to the end because I have a fun freebie gift that will help you shift your energy immediately and have more fun in your dating and relationships. And that's part of our goal. Good morning, love-minded crew. I'm Coach Constance, your dating and relationship strategist, here to help you ditch dating drama, toss those toads, and attract and keep the lasting true love you are actually worthy of and deserve, even if you're married already. So let's sip some coffee, strategize your love life, and make today the day you commit or recommit to your love story. That's all we have to do is recommit to it, get back into action, refocus on our big vision, and boom, you're living your love story. Someone wrote in, can you talk about I time, we time, us time? Who wants more and when? I time, we time, us time. There's 4 major categories when negotiating. There's many categories, the 4 major ones: time, space, money, and play. And we negotiate with love here. We're not fighting to get what we want. The difference between negotiating with love and fighting is fighting. It's about who's right, who's wrong, who's good, who's bad, and not getting anywhere. Negotiating with love and love building, what I call love building, is looking for, I'm okay, you're okay, we're negotiating here to see if we're compatible enough to play. And we want to reach agreements, even if the agreement is to disagree. Now, what this person's asking is about time. So those major topics, you want to break it down to I, we, and us. I time is the time you take for yourself in a relationship. And this could be with anyone. It could be with your priority relationship, romance. It could be with children, your coworker. Then you're going to look at the we time, which is you and that other person. What is the we time? The time you want to spend with that other person, what you're going to do when you're with that other person, we time. Us time is you, the other person, and other entities, other people, or maybe even live music or TV. That's more us time. So you want to think about, when you're negotiating for yourself, the I, we, and us time. Also, it's good to think about it for yourself, just to be knowledgeable for yourself, what you want and don't want around your I time, we time, and us time. If you know what you don't want and what you want and your deal breakers, you will be able to negotiate better for yourself. And when 2 people are talking, most of the time, it is a negotiation. And sometimes people don't like hearing that. Oh, it sounds transactional, like it's a business. There's negotiations going on. We can be in denial, or we can admit to it and do our best to have the skills and tools to negotiate for ourselves, because the other person is going to be negotiating for what's best for them. It's not their job to negotiate for what's best for us. And when you hear things like, oh, it's just a ring, oh, it's just a piece of paper, oh, why do we got to talk about it, oh, let's go with the flow, those are negotiation positions of the other side. And many times they win by just saying those things. So when you're looking at let's go back to time, the I time, we time, and us time, and figure out for yourself what's best, you also want to look at the price tag of if you negotiate for that. Let's say you're negotiating I time and you want 5 days a week to yourself, and they want to see you 4 days a week. Now you might be at a standstill, and you get to decide take some personal inventory and see for yourself, is it a deal breaker for me, or am I comfortable changing that? Does it work for me to go to 4 days available for them? And you don't want to change things quickly, which would be emotionally if you don't think it through, and just go with what they want. You don't want to compromise either when you're working things out with another person. If you're thinking, do I want the brown shoes or the black shoes, and you compromise, you're wearing one brown shoe and one black shoe. It usually doesn't work out. But if you go and process for yourself what you want and don't want, and come to the conclusion for yourself that you're doing it for you, for them, then you're changing your mind and coming to something that works for you. And that works better for everybody. That's a little bit about the I time, we time, us time. And when it says who wants more and when, there's something we talk about as far as the feminine and the masculine energy and their needs. The feminine can ask for concrete things because the masculine provides the concrete things for the most part. And the feminine gives back abstractly, more sensual and sexual. The feminine wants to watch for asking for more, better, or different time, love, or affection, because you're wanting more of their feminine. And then the masculine asks for the sensual and sexual time, love, affection, and not for concrete things, monetary things from the feminine. And we dive more on this on other calls. If you have questions around that, also, you're welcome to ask a question. So I'm going to go to the hand up.
Hi there. Question. I've been dating someone, I've known him for about a year and a half, but we've been going out a couple times a week for maybe about 6 weeks. He's asked me to come up to his house, but I won't go. I'm sure he wants to just make out and have sex, but I don't want to say I'm sure that. He's already indicated it. But what has been happening is like he's got this advertising campaign to lure me in of first-class trips, and if you're with me, you'll be spoiled. You'll never have to worry about anything. And I asked for clarification, what does that mean? His favorite thing to do is go jewelry shopping. All these carrots, and I just sit and listen, and then sometimes I ask questions. And we hit a wall with a real estate situation I have that he asked me a lot of questions about, and I told him, and he said, I can get that refinanced for you. And he did not follow through.
Okay.
So we're in a situation that he wants to move the relationship forward. He's told me, I don't want to move the relationship forward. I can't imagine moving the relationship forward with someone who is dangling all the carrots and not following through. But he keeps calling, and I want to be open to the idea, but I'm just not quite sure how to handle the situation. He called this morning to see what was going on with my real estate situation.
Okay. I'm hearing the question is how to handle the situation, but when you say the situation, which situation is it?
He was going to have his bank refinance my piece of real estate.
Okay. And regarding the piece of real estate, what is it you want that you don't have?
A refinance.
Okay. And what is it you have that you don't want?
What do I have that I don't want? This frustration with him going on.
Okay. So as I talked about earlier, you've got a negotiation going on here because you shared a problem. He said he wants to help with it. Some of the things you're saying is correct as far as not sure how to handle it with him because his trustworthy record isn't solid, that he says what he means and means what he says. His trustworthy record isn't solid that he'll follow through. It's more solid that he doesn't follow through. And go ahead. What were you going to say?
I think that is correct. And then he goes into weaves some story, and we're talking about a man who's worth, I don't know, north of $50 million. This is like peanuts to him. He doesn't like small problems. He said interest rates are probably going to go down in 4 to 6 months, and then we'll do it, or we won't, or I'll make the payment for you. And I don't want that.
Okay. He is providing a solution for you, and you're saying no to that solution. What else have you tried to rectify this?
Answered his questions and explained the situation, which he said I did a better job of this morning.
Right.
I told him he wants me to go to Europe with him. I don't want to go anywhere until I get this real estate situation resolved or sell the property.
Okay. Applying the negotiation tools would help as far as getting clarity on if he has another solution, because he offered solutions that don't work for you. You want to remember positive strokes and appreciation that he's offering these solutions and that you're not comfortable with them. Does he have anything else in mind?
Okay. And I did give him some strokes this morning. I followed up with a text. Go ahead.
Okay. And if you have some solutions in mind that will work for you, you want to flag him and ask if he wants to hear them. I have a couple of solution ideas. Do you want to hear them?
Okay, Constance, I did that and asked him if he would
Okay.
be willing to finance it. Oh,
Okay.
I don't want to do that. I don't want to have you make a payment to me. Oh, I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to. This is a smart man. Yeah. I don't know anything about how to do that. It's very simple.
Okay. And did you suggest, if you did know how to do it, is that something you would want to do?
Oh, I like that.
And then a possible solution is also, if I found out the steps, is it something you would want to do?
I like it. Okay.
Or if I handled it for you,
I like
is it then something you would want to do?
Those are excellent.
It's good to have the boundary when he invited you to Europe to say, remember the positive stroke and appreciation. Thank you for the invitation. That sounds so fun. I'm sure we would have a lovely time. In fact, I got a new bathing suit just the other day. However, I'm not comfortable moving forward and doing any kind of fun play. And you're not saying necessarily just with him. It's in your life because you're feeling anxious of this open cycle over here that's a threat to your financial world.
Okay.
And what does he think about that?
Okay. I have one more thing. Do you have time for it?
Oh.
If you don't, it's okay.
Just one more thing on this topic. Sometimes negotiating, we're not compatible. They're not willing to do it. And so we also want to have other options for ourselves to reach a solution.
Okay.
And you're now having some more experiences. When we're in discovery dating and when we're dealing with another person, we learn more about them and more about ourselves. So then you get to vote, is it enough to move forward another day? But also, we want to, if we're in the courtship system, we want to be mindful not to pair off yet.
Totally agree.
We're engaged. So to have at least 3 contenders. So he's not winning by default, and sometimes when they're winning by default, we're going to want to change them or fix them or make it work. And then you tip into the wanting, that tips into the masculine, that then tips them into passive-aggressive.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, I have some time for your next question.
It's okay. This was plenty. That was great. It was perfect.
Okay, great. And for you or anyone else on the call, if you want to dive deeper into something or you have something personal you want to go over that you don't want to do on this call, you're welcome to text me or call me to set up a time to do a session. I do have some open spots this week, and we can work something out. I appreciate you going in the love seat. It really helps everyone to hear the different scenarios, and also in a group, we learn exponentially and we grow faster. Also, it's side coaching. When you hear something, it may fit your scenario, and to listen for what's similar and to listen for solutions that will fit your scenario. And I like to have the Tuesday morning call here so everyone has access to this information. These tools and skills are priceless from my standpoint, my own experience, and through experiencing hundreds of women also benefiting from them. And if it works for me, it definitely can work for you. I want this available to anyone who wants to participate in their love story, attract and keep lasting love. It is totally doable. And I suggest you look for evidence of love, because there's a lot of people giving evidence that relationships aren't worth it, that there's a high divorce rate, that he's not out there, there's no good men left. Look for the evidence that there is, because it is out there. And what you focus on will grow. The freebie that I mentioned is my feminine flirty framework that can shift energy immediately, get you back into that feminine, which actually, for example, in the negotiation we talked about today, can get you in a more potent space for negotiating for yourself because you're tapped back into your feminine. And it can shift the energy. It can bring spark back quickly. It can reignite that flame of the relationship you already have. Text me or DM me on Instagram, because I am on Instagram. I'm doing my best to be present there every day and keep an eye out for questions or anything that comes in. The word flirt, text or DM the word flirt, and I'll get you off the Feminine Flirty Framework freebie little handout I have. And in the meantime, I'm Coach Constance, and I'm sending you love, love,